Welcome to another session of General Mathematics. This is your teacher, John Glenn S. Almario. Today we will be discussing solving logarithmic equations and inequalities. After going through this lesson, you are expected to solve logarithmic equations and inequalities. Also, solve problems involving logarithmic equations and inequalities. Let us start today's session with a prayer. Now everyone, let's bow down our heads and feel the presence of our Lord. Almighty Father, we thank you for the blessings that you continue to give us. May you guide us throughout the entire session so that the lessons that will be discussed to us will help us improve oneself and therefore take us one step closer to achieving our dreams. This we pray in the name of the Lord Jesus. Amen. So, recall lang natin yung previous lesson. Steps in solving exponential equations. So, exponential medyo malayo. Kasi ito yung pinaka-relate. Paano ba tayo mag-solve ng exponential equation? So, step 1, both sides of the equation must have the same base. So, parang yung introduction ng logarithm natin. Kailangan, pag nagsosolve tayo ng exponential equation, kailangan parehas, both sides of the equation must have the same base. Next, proceed on solving the value of the variable. Ganun lang siya kadali. 1-2 step sa exponential equation. Steps in solving exponential inequalities. So, baka medyo nalayo kayo, hindi ito yung rational exponential inequalities. So, again, step 1, both sides of the equation must have the same base. Also, check the base. Bakit mahalagang i-check natin yung base? Kasi, ito yung part na possible na mag-change ng symbol. Kapag greater than 1, walang change sa inequality sign. Kapag nasa pagitan ng 0 at 1, i-change natin yung sign or yung direction ng inequality sign. Then, we can proceed on solving the value of the variable. Ayan, very good. So, medyo nare-recall na. Ngayon, ano bang strategy sa pag-solve ng logarithmic equation? So, maraming mga technique. So, for starters, dito tayo magsimula. Converting logarithm to exponential form and vice versa. So, yung pagpapalit mula logarithmic form to exponential form. So, yun magandang technique. Pangalawa, application of the properties of logarithms. So, yung 4 na properties, pwede natin i-apply. Application of the laws of the logarithms. Yung 3 laws na ginamit natin in the previous lesson. Application of the change of base. And using one-to-one property of logarithmic function. So, yung 5 na yan, essential yan para sa pagsasolve ng logarithmic equations. Okay? So, this one, for any logarithmic function, or for any f of x equals to logarithm of x base b, if logarithm of u base b is equals to logarithm of v base b, then u is equals to v. Take note, ang tinatakal natin dito ay yung variables na to. X and u. Ay, u and v pala, sorry. U and v. Okay? Good. Example, simulan natin. Find the value of x in the following equation. Logarithm of 2x base 4 is equals to logarithm of 10 base 4. So, dito, pag ganito yung structure ng equation mo, ang una mong check, of course, check natin yung base. Pag parehas ng base yan, proceed ka na sa one-to-one property. Pag hindi, magpe-perform ka ng change of base. But since ito ay parehas ng base, we can proceed to using one-to-one property. Solution? So, ang matitira na lang ay yung dalawa na to. Yung 2x saka yung 10. Equate na lang siya. 2x equals to 10. Therefore, sasolve na natin yung value ng x. To solve the value of x, divide natin both sides by 2. Therefore, canceling 2. And 10 divided by 2 is equals to 5. Very good. Yan na ba yung sagot? Yan na yung sagot. Easy lang, di ba? Easy. Next. Logarithm of 2x minus 1 base 3 is equals to 2. This is also a logarithmic equation. So, kapag ganito naman ang structure ng equation mo, isa na lang yung may base eh. Paano gagawin natin? The best method for this one is to convert it to exponential form. Yun yung isang way dito. Next, pag kinonvert natin to exponential form, ano mangyayari sa ating equation? This will become what? Very good. Etong logarithm of 2x minus 1 base 3 is equals to 2 magiging in exponential form 3 raised to 2 is equals to 2x minus 1. Okay. Ngayong meron na tayong ganito, mas madali nang i-solve. Simulan natin sa 3 raised to 2. 3 raised to 2 is equals to 9. Very good. Then, ang nasusunod natin gagawin? Combine similar terms. Yung negative 1, lagay natin sa kabila. Kapag nagtawid tayo sa equal sign, magiging positive. Therefore, equate natin. 9 plus 1 is equals to 10. And, to get the value of x, divide both sides by 2 or i-transpose na lang natin yung 2 sa kabilang side ng equation. But this one, divide na lang natin. Cancel yan. 10 divided by 2, again, is equals to 5. Yan na ba sagot? Yan na sagot. So, again, from the previous number, magkaiba yung structure ng equation. Magkaiba yung structure, magkaiba yung method. Huwag kayo masyadong reliant sa isang method lang. Okay? So, nakuha ba to? Okay, good. Next, logarithm of x minus logarithm of 5 is equals to 2. Again, another magkaibang structure naman. Bakit? For this one, dalawa yung logarithmic process. At paano natin isosolve yung ganito? So, for this one, hindi natin pwedeng parehas lang yung base, which is good. Kaso, kahit ilipat natin to sa kabila, it will not do anything good. Kasi minus to, ipa-plus mo lang pagdating sa kabila. So, paano gagawin natin dyan? For this one, we will be using the laws of logarithm. So, anong law ang gagamitin natin? Since same base ito, at ito ay subtraction, ang gagamitin natin ay, very good, the quotient rule, or the quotient law. Applying this to this, this would become this. Ito yung magiging numerator, ito yung magiging denominator. So, logarithm of x over 5 is equals to 2. Mas madali na ba? Mas madali na ngayon. Bakit? Ano na magiging next step natin? Co-convert na natin sa exponential. Okay? So, eto, kapag may ganito na kayo, convert nyo na kagad sa exponential. Yun lang kasi ang way. Okay? Next. Yun. 10 squared. Bakit 10? Kasi common logarithm. 10 squared is equals to x over 5. Okay? Good. Then, nasusunod na gagawin. Yung 5 in 10 squared magiging 100. Then, etong 5, itatranspose natin siya sa kabilang side ng equation. Therefore, pag transpose natin ito, i-multiply natin yung 5 sa 100. Magiging, ayan. Magiging 500 ang sagot. Sorry for that. May naghang yung PC. Okay? So, yun na ba sagot? Yan ang sagot. So, meron din naman tayong ibang solution dyan. Once na makarating na kayo rito, ang pwede nyo gawin, convert the whole number to the equivalent logarithmic form. So, paano yun? I-convert lang natin yung 2 sa equivalent logarithmic form, which is logarithm of 100. So, alam ko medyo di pa natin kabisado. Pero ito yung isang way. Kapag hindi nyo, naalala nyo, 2, logarithm of 100 yan. O at least, mas madali na. Since same base siya, pwede nating i-opt out yung logarithms. Ang may iwan na lang ay x over 5 equal to 100. Para masolve natin yung x, etong 5, transpose lang natin sa kabila, magiging x equals to 5 times 100, therefore, x equals to 500. Parehas ba ng sagot katulad kanina? Parehas lang. So, dito naman tayo sa solving logarithmic inequalities. So, dito, dito sa part na to, walang particular na ruling when it comes to inequalities. It's just the same as before. However, meron lang mga certain kailangan yung tandaan. Basta tandaan nyo rito, example dito, logarithm of x base b is greater than logarithm of y base b if base greater than 1 and x greater than y. At kapag naman, ang base natin nasa pagitan 0 and 1 and ang x ay less than y, magiging totoo to. Reverse lang ng kabila. Okay. So, para mas maliwanagan kayo tungkol dito, mag-solve tayo. Ayan. So, bago tayo mag-solve, ito muna ang kailangan nyo tandaan. Marami kasing, through the course of my teaching, marami nagkakamali sa pagre-rewrite ng logarithmic inequality sa exponential equivalent. Para ma-rewrite natin logarithmic inequality, logarithm of, example, logarithm of a base b is greater than c. So, pag kinonvert natin yan into exponential equivalent, a is greater than b raised to c. Yun ang tamang pagsusulat. Okay? Paano natin matatandaan yan? Etong a, saka yung kung ano man yung direction niya. Regardless kung ano may direction, dapat the same lang siya pagdating dito sa exponential equivalent. Example, logarithm of 5 base 3 is greater than or equal to x. Pag kinonvert mo siya sa exponential equivalent, ang dapat nalalabas dyan ay 5 is greater than or equal to 3 raised to x. Huwag yung tingnan kung x ba dapat ang mauna. Basta laging yung letter A. Kung ano man tong A na to. Yung katabi na nasa left side, yun yung lagi magkatabi. Yung left side saka yung inequality. Yun yung lagi magkasama. Then the rest, ilalagay nyo sa kabila. Isipin lang ganito. Etong 3 saka x, ito yung napunta sa kabila. Kuha. Next. Logarithm of 36 base 6 is less than x. So, pag kinuha natin exponential equivalent niya, magiging very good. 36 less than 6 raised to x. Kuha. Always remember, write the inequality in A. A muna mauna, BC format. Also, take note, in logarithmic form, A cannot be negative. Kuha? Okay, good. Ngayon, mag-solve na tayo. Solve the following logarithmic inequalities. So, example, logarithmic of 27 base 3 is less than x. Okay. Ano yung magandang gawin dito? So, pwede natin yung 27, long story short, yung 27, pwede natin gawing 3 cube para maiwan na lang yung 3. Pero paano kung di ko alam yun? Okay, ganito ang gagawin natin. Unang-una, kapag ganito yung structure ng inyong inequality, ang una yung gagawin, analyze nyo muna. Anong analysis natin? Ito ang pinakamaganda rito, convert natin to exponential form. Then, check natin yung value ng base. Yun ang mahalaga pa isa. Kapag ang base ay greater than 1, walang babaguhing symbol. Hindi babaguhin yung symbol. Pero kapag nasa pagitan ng 0 at 1, babaguhin natin yung direction ng inequality. For this instance, anong base natin? Ang base natin ay 3 at ang 3 ay greater than 1. Therefore, ano dapat natin gawin sa symbol? Retain ba or change? Retain natin yung symbol. So, once na alam na natin na re-retain yung symbol, saka pa lang natin siya i-convert to exponential form. So, solution, i-convert na natin sa exponential form. Ayan. 27 less than 3 raised to x. Ano ang next na gagawin natin? Of course, kukompute na natin. Etong 27, i-rewrite na natin siya as 3 cube. Then, kailangan same base. So, kapag same base na siya, opt-out na natin yung mga bases. Ang matitira na lang yung exponent. So, ano ba yung mga exponent? Yung 3 saka x. Therefore, 3 is less than x. Yan na ba yung sagot, sir? Hindi pa. Ang final answer niyan, kailangan i-rewrite natin in interval notation. Since papunta sa 3, papunta kay 3 yan, ang arrowhead ay nasa 3, ang interval notation natin ay 3 to positive infinity. Yan na ba yung sagot? Yes. Bakit? Kasi kailangan daw lahat ng value ng x ko ay mas malaki sa 3. Kaya, to positive infinity. Kuha ba? Ayan. So, nare-recall nyo na. Next. Logarithm of 1024 base 2 is greater than or equal to x. So, again, bago natin solve, yung 1024, pwede naman natin yung convert into 2 raised to a certain base. Alam na natin yun. Yun yung mabilisang method. But then again, dito muna tayo, mag-stick muna tayo dito. Kailangan huwag tayong masyadong magmadali sa mga bagay na hindi pa natin alam. Alamin muna natin kung paano, okay? Analyze muna natin. Best method, again, convert natin to exponential form. Yung ganitong structure ng inequality. Also, ugaliin natin i-check yung base. So, ano yung base natin dito? Ang base natin dito ay 2. At ang 2 ay greater than 1. So, ano mangyayari sa symbol? I-retain natin yung symbol. So, once na alam na natin gagawin sa symbol, convert na natin sa exponential form, which is what? 1024 is greater than or equal to 2 raised to x. Once na ma-convert na natin siya into exponential form, convert na natin 1024 into 2. Base 2. Base 2, so saan natin siya kailangan erase? 2 raised to? Very good, 10. At once na parehas sila ng base, i-leave na lang natin exponents. May iwan na lang. Therefore, 10 is greater than or equal to x. So, paano na natin siya i-rewrite into ayan na pala. Rewrite in interval notation. So, ayan na pala siya. Bakit papuntang negative infinity? Kasi, nakaturo kay x. Alam naman natin, sinabi ko na sa inyo nun, kapag kay x nakaturo yung arrowhead, tsak negative yan. Sure ball. Iwasan nyo yan. Pero anyway, negative infinity yan kasi nakaturo kay x yung arrowhead. At, take note, bracket to. Bakit? Kasi may or equal. Yan na ba yung sagot? Yan na yung sagot. Sure ball. Kuha? Okay, good. Next. Solve the following logarithmic inequality. Logarithm of x base 4 is greater than 3. So, paano natin isosolve yung ganitong structure naman? Okay, very good. Exponential. Pero, check muna natin. Anong solution dito? Una muna, pag ganito, wag muna kayong nagmamadali. Check muna natin yung inequality sign. Pag ganito. Kapag ang inequality sign mo ay greater than or greater than or equal, convert mo na kagad sa exponential form. Kapag naman less than or less than or equal, equate mo daw yung a to greater than 0, then solve for a. Sa pagkakataong ito, ang symbol natin ay greater than. So, kapag greater than, convert na natin sa exponential form, then solve. Okay? Good. Also, kailangan natin remember na logarithm of a base b is greater than c sa ganong structure. Iyan yung structure niya. Therefore, i-check din natin yung base. So, possible change of symbol. Ano ba yung base natin? Base natin ay 4 and 4 is greater than 1. Therefore, ano mangyayari sa ating symbol? Mare-retain yung symbol. So, ano ang gagawin natin? I-convert natin sa exponential form. Which is, what? X is greater than 4 cube. Bakit naging ganun, sir? Take note, ito yung magkatabi. Etong dalawang to. So, therefore, dapat sila yung magkatabi pagdating ng solution. Huwag kayong malilito, ha. Huwag yung titingnan kung nasan yung x. Lagi yung titingnan kung yung structure ng equation para alam nyo kung ano yung pagpapalitin nyo. Baka kasi nasanay kayo laging x yung exponent. Huwag ganun, anak. Okay? Explore natin. So, back to this. X is greater than 4 cube. At ano ang 4 cube? 4 cube is equals to 64. So, yun na ba yung sagot? Hindi pa. Tandaan natin, kapag inequality, this can be accepted. However, mas accurate kung i-rewrite natin in interval notation. And take note, ang values daw na kailangan natin ay mas mataas sa 64. Therefore, papunta siya sa ang ating final answer is 64 to positive infinity. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Yan. Next, solve the logarithmic inequality. Logarithm of x base 9 is less than 1/2. Ayan. So, paano natin siya isosolve? Alam ko yung iba sasabihin, convert na kagad natin sa exponential, sure ball. Hindi tayo ganun, okay? So, step by step muna tayo. Baka mamaya iba yung magkaiba yung sagot natin, okay? So, check muna natin ito. Again, pag ganito yung structure, paano gagawin natin? Solution, check natin yung inequality sign. Again, kapag greater than daw, exponential form, then solve. Kapag naman less than, equate natin to a greater than 0, then solve for a. Okay. Sa pagkakataong ito, less than yung ating inequality sign. So, anong gagawin natin? Ito yung gagawin natin process. Equate a is greater than 0, then solve. Okay? So, ano yung magiging a greater than 0 natin? Yung x. Equate natin yung x is greater than 0. Ito yung ating first interval. Ito yung kakaiba. Meron tayong first interval. Ano yung susunod? Once na makuha natin yung first interval, i-check natin yung base. For possible change of symbol. Anong base natin? Base natin is 9. Ibig sabihin, 9 is greater than 1. So, retain yung symbol. So, once na ma-retain yung symbol, ano susunod? Convert na natin into exponential equation. Solve na natin yung inequality. So, paano natin solve? Ang magiging exponential equivalent nito ay x is less than 9 raised to 1/2. Okay, good. I-solve na lang natin yung 9 raised to 1/2. And 9 raised to 1/2 is equals to 3. Very good. Which means, x is less than 3. Ito yung ating second interval. Ito yung, baka malito kayo, meron tayong first and second interval. Bakit ganun? Kasi, hindi po laging less than 3 or greater than 3 lang ang sagot. Kapag tinignan natin to sa calculator, I'm very sure tama to. Once na may second interval na tayo, ang gagawin na lang natin ay check muna natin. Check the inequality sign of the intervals. Iyon yung pangatlo. Kailangan kasi rito practice. If same, choose the higher interval. If not, combine the intervals. So, check daw natin inequality sign. Ito less than, ito greater than. Magkaiba ba sila? O magkaparehas? Magkaiba. Kapag magkaiba, combine daw natin yung intervals. Paano natin siya i-combine? Pag ganyan. X x is less than 3. Ito yun. X is greater than 0. Ay, ito yun. Binaliktad lang to ng facing. So, ibig sabihin, ito na yung interval kung saan magiging true yung inequality natin. Now, after writing this, all we have to do is to rewrite it in interval notation. So, anong interval notation niya? 0 to 3. Yan na ba yung sagot? Yan ay sagot. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ang ibig sabihin nun, magiging correct ang inequality na to kapag ang sinubstitute mong value sa x ay mula 0 hanggang 3. Hindi kasama yung 0 at 3. Kuha ba? Okay, good. So, alam ko iba, x less than 3 lang. So, hindi pwedeng maging x less than 3 lang. Bakit? Kasi kailangan hanggang 0 lang. Bakit hanggang 0 lang? Kasi, hindi tayo pwedeng magkaroon ng a na negative. Natandaan? Okay, good. Next. Ito naman, panibagong structure na naman. Solve the following logarithmic inequality. Logarithm of x minus 5. Logarithm of quantity x minus 5 base 0.5 is less than 3. So, paano natin solve yung inequality na to? So, again, ang solution, check natin yung inequality sign. Yun muna. So, again, kapag daw greater than, proceed to solve na tayo. Kapag less than, equate natin yung a to greater than 0. Since less than ito, equate natin yung a sa 0. Ano ba yung a? This is x minus 5. Greater than 0. Yun yung muna gagawin natin. Now, let us solve for a. Ano magiging value ng variable natin dito? Para makuha natin value ng variable, etong negative 5, lilipat natin sa kabila. From negative, magiging positive. Therefore, x is greater than 5. Ito yung ating first interval. Next, check natin yung base. Possible. For possible, change of symbol. Ano bang base natin? Ang base natin ay 0.5. At ang 0.5 ay nasa pagitan ng 0 at 1. So, anong gagawin natin? Papalitan ba natin o retain? Papalitan natin yung symbol. Therefore, ang nasusunod natin, since alam natin papalitan na natin yung symbol, proceed na tayo sa pag-convert ng equation sa logarithmic inequality sa exponential inequality. Ko-convert natin to. Paano natin siya ko-convert? X minus 5 is greater than 0.5 raised to 3. Bakit naging greater than? Kasi nag-change tayo ng symbol dito. Kasi ang base natin ay nasa pagitan ng 0 at 1. Tandaan niyo yun, ha? Next. So, solve na lang natin. Etong 0.5 raised to 3 at itong negative 5 na to, pwede natin, pagsasamahin lang natin, itong negative 5 magiging positive na siya. Pag tinawid tayo sa kabila. Okay? Next, 0.5 raised to 3 ay equal sa 0.125. 0.125 plus 5 is equals to 5.125. Yan ang ating, once na nandito na tayo, dumating tayo sa point na to, yan ang ating second interval. Ngayon, punta na tayo sa, again, check step 3. Check the inequality sign of the intervals. If same, choose the higher interval. If not, combine the intervals. Ano yung unang interval natin? Ayun, x greater than 5. Ano yung pangalawa? X greater than 5.125. Since same siyang greater than, dito siya papasok. Choose the higher interval. Ano ba ang higher interval? Etong 5.125. So, meaning to say, ang aking sagot dito sa inequality na to ay x is greater than 5.125. And take note, kailangan i-rewrite ko siya in interval notation. I-rewrite ko yan as 5.125 to positive infinity. Yan na ba sagot? Yan na yung sagot. Sure na. Nakuha ba? Okay, nakuha naman. Very good. Okay, so eto naman tayo. Dalawa namang logarithms. Solve the following logarithmic inequalities. Logarithm of 5x minus 3 base 9 greater than logarithm of 6 minus 3x base 9. So, conventionally, ang ginagawa ng iba, ire-recta kagad nila yan. Pero, ito yung tamang process, okay? So, pag ganito yung structure ng iyong inequality, ito mga steps mo. Step 1, equate mo na yung equate a greater than 0 from both sides. Ano ba yung a mo rito? Etong 5x minus 3 at yung 6 minus 3x. Equate daw natin siya sa a greater than 0. Ayan, yung isa. 5x minus 3 greater than 0. Okay. Paano natin siya equate? Ililipat natin yung 3 sa kabilang side ng inequality. Magiging 5x greater than 3. Next, para ma-complete natin yung x, divide natin both sides by 5. Therefore, magiging x is greater than 3 over 5. Ano pa yung isang a? Yung 6 minus 3x greater than 0. Equate din daw natin ito. So, 6 minus 3x, yung 3x, ililipat natin sa kabila. Magiging 6 is greater than 3x. Para makuha natin yung value ng x, divide natin both sides by 3. Therefore, ang x natin ay magiging 2. 2 is greater than x. I-retain nyo lang na ganyan kung paano nyo siya nakita. Okay? Yan ang unang step. May mili na ba tayo ng interval? Hindi pa. So, i-leave muna natin yan. Then, step 2. Check the value of the base. Ano ba ang base natin? Ang base natin ay 9. At ang 9 ay greater than 1. Therefore, ano mangyayari sa ating symbol? Maki-retain lang. Once na alam na natin yung gagawin sa symbol, proceed na tayo sa pagsasolve. Paano natin sasolve yung inequality na to? This is the time that you equate both the a's. Iwan na lang natin yung a's. Bakit? Itong 5x minus 3 saka 6 minus 3x. Kasi parehas naman siyang logarithm of base 9. Okay? Parehas naman siya dito. Okay? Ngayon, solve natin yung value ng x sa inequality na to. Paano gagawin natin? Etong 3 na to, negative 3, lilipat natin sa kabila. Eto namang negative 3x, ililipat natin sa kabila. Therefore, magiging ganito yung ating inequality. 5x plus 3x greater than 6 plus 3. Next. Combine similar terms. 5x plus 3x equals to 8x. Then 6 plus 3 is equals to 9. So, para makuha natin yung value ng x, divide natin both sides by 8. Or, transpose natin sa kabilang side ng inequality yung 8. Therefore, ang magiging sagot ay 9 over x is greater than 9 over 8. Etong makukuha natin dito, ito yung ating first interval. Saan natin kukunin yung pangalawang interval? Ito yung conditions. Step 3, choose the interval from step 1 with a different symbol. Designate this as a second interval. Ayun. Bakit ito yung pinili ko, x less than 2? Gusto ko Hindi. Kaya ako pinili itong x is less than 2 kasi ang sabi rito, choose the interval from step 1 with a different symbol. Since parehas ito, hindi ko to pinili kasi parehas silang greater than. X is greater than, x is greater than. So, hindi na yun. Ito na pipiliin ko, less than. Iyon ang aking second interval. Once na magawa ko na yon, all I have to do is to combine them. Pero, if both intervals from step 1 have the same symbol, choose the higher interval. Halimbawa, magkaparehas sila na symbol. Kukuhanin mo lang yung pinakamataas na interval or na may value. Next, we combine the intervals. Anong pagko-combine ko? Ito saka ito. Therefore, pag pinagsama ko yan, I can rewrite that as ganito. 9/8 is less than x is less than 2. At pag rinwrite ko na siyang ganyan, I can rewrite this in interval notation, which is 9/8 to 2. Yan na ba yung sagot? Yes. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Meaning to say, magiging true ang inequality na to kapag ang pinalit kong value sa x ay magmumula sa 9/8 hanggang 2. Kuha ba? Sir, ang daming process, iba-iba pala. Yes, iba-iba. Pero kapag pinapractice mo siya, mas magiging madali para sa'yo. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Ayun, isa pa. Solve the following logarithmic inequality. Ngayon naman, logarithm of 3x base 0.5 greater than or equal to logarithm of 2x plus 3 base 0.5. So, paano gagawin natin dito? Katulad lang nung process kanina. Ano yon? Equate natin yung a greater than 0 from both sides. So, dito, una, 3x greater than 0. So, divide natin both sides by 3, magiging x is greater than 0. Next, 2x plus 3 is greater than 0. Therefore, lipat natin yung 3 sa kabila, magiging 2x greater than negative 3. Then, all we have to do to get the value of x is to divide both sides by 2. Magiging x is greater than negative 3 over 2. Once na magawa na natin dito, anong next natin? Check natin yung base. Ano man base natin? Ang base natin ay 0.5. At ang 0.5 nasa pagitan ng 0 at 1. Therefore, ano mangyayari sa ating symbol? Ang symbol ay mababago. From greater than or equal, magiging less than or equal siya. At yung less than or equal, yun yung gagamitin ko pag susolve ng inequality. Paano ko susolve yung inequality? Ang maiiwan na lang ay itong dalawang a na to, which is 3x saka yung 2x plus 3. Magiging less than na siya. Nag-change na siya. Bakit? Kasi yung base natin ay nasa pagitan ng 0 at 1. Next. Let us combine similar terms. Etong 2x, lilipat natin sa kabila. Positive magiging negative. So, 3x minus 2x is less than or equal to 3. Next, 3x minus 2x, therefore, magiging x. X is less than or equal to 3. Yan, nakuha natin yan. Yan ang ating first interval. So, paano natin makukuha yung second interval? Check natin yung step 3. Choose the interval from step 1 with a different symbol. Designate this as the second interval. Take note, parehas silang symbol. Walang magkaiba. Kapag parehas sila ng symbol, choose the higher interval. Alin ba ang may mas mataas na value dito? Yung 0 o yung negative 3 over 2? Sa number line, since negative ito, matik mas mataas yung 0. Kaya 0 yung aking pipiliin. At yung pinili ko na yan ang aking second interval. Since may dalawa na yung interval ko, all I have to do is to combine the intervals. Paano yung pagko-combine niya, sir? Ganito. Ayan. So, from 0 less than x, less than or equal to 3. Paano ko ngayon i-rewrite yan in interval notation? I-rewrite ko siya as 0 to 3 with 3 included in the solution set. Yan na ba yung sagot ko? Yes. Ibig sabihin yan, magiging true ang inequality na to once kapag ang nilagay ko diyang values ng x ay mula 0 hanggang 3. Kuha? Check natin. Kapag pinalit ko rito ay 3, 3 times 3 ay 9. Tama, 9 to. Kapag ito naman pinalit ko ay 3, 3 times 2 ay 6, plus 3 ay 9. So, parehas lang. Magtutrue nga siya. Kuha ba? Kuhang-kuha, very good. Daming process, ano? Pero okay lang yan. Kapag pinapractice nyo, easy-easy lang yan.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. Speaking of practice, simulan natin dito. Solve the following logarithmic equations and logarithmic inequalities. Madaling-madali lang to sa inyo. Bakit? Kasi, all you have to do is to do it step by step. Dito, susunod natin value ng x. Dito, yung yung intervals kung saan magiging true yung inequality. I trust you, wag na kayo mag-photomat, kayang-kaya nyo yan. May mentaling nyo lang konting solution, kayang-kaya, okay?
A few moments later.
Okay, so check natin kung paano nyo ba sinolve itong mga inequalities, practice sessions na to, okay? So, ganito ba sagot nyo? So, sa A and B, sa una, 243 ang sagot. So, easy lang Etong logarithmic, convert lang sa exponential. Very easy. Next, etong logarithm na to. So, medyo mahaba yung solution. So, dito, gumamit tayo ng product rule. Then, what? Gumamit tayo ng product rule. Then, ayan. Convert natin sa exponential. Sir, walang base. Ang base natin dito ay 10. Ayan. So, once na makuha natin yan, 10 raised to 4, 10,000, 2x squared, divide both sides by 2, maging 5,000. Square root ng 5,000, yung 5,000, naging 2,500 times 2. Extract natin yung 2,500. Square root ng 2,500 is 50. Therefore, ang sagot natin ay 50 square root of 2. Medyo malaki. Pero ayos lang. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Next. Dito naman sa C, ito yung ating ginawa. Logarithm of 5x. Logarithm of x squared base 5 is equals to 4. So, ang ginawa natin, yung power law, etong 2, binaba natin. Once na binaba natin yan, pwede natin siya i-divide. Divide both sides by 2, kaya naging 2 ito. Then, once na naging ganito na to, kinonvert ko lang siya into exponential form. 5 squared is equals to x. 5 squared is equals to 25. Yan na ba yung sagot? Yan yung sagot. Tama na ko mo? Of course. Next, sa logarithmic inequalities, ganito lang kabilis yung solution niya. Sa A, anong ginawa ko dito? Dito sa A, kinompute ko to sa A greater than 0. Ito yung part na yon. Ito yung aking first interval. X is greater than negative 7. Since ang base ko ay greater than 1, proceed na ako sa pagsosolve dito. Kinonvert ko to into exponential form. X plus 7 less than 11 raised to 1. And 11 raised to 1 is what? 11. So, etong plus 7, nilipat ko sa kabila, naging negative. X less than 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. Since magkaiba sila ng sign, kinombine ko sila. So, 4 less than x, negative 7 less than x less than 4. In interval notation, negative 7 to 4 siya. Kuha? Okay, good. Next. Dito naman tayo. Again, same procedure dito. Halos same structure lang siya. Una, compute ko muna itong nasa loob na to. Equate ko sa greater than 0. X minus 1 greater than 0. Therefore, ang x ko ay greater than 1. Good. Yun yung una. Next. Check ko yung base. Ang base ko ay 4. So, retain symbol tayo. Once na retain symbol tayo, convert ko na to into exponential form. So, 4 squared, ito yun. Itong x minus 1, ito yun. Ito yung part na yun. Ayan. Next. 4 squared, magiging 16. Itong x minus 1, itong minus 1, nilipat ko sa kabila. Kaya siya naging plus dito. 16 plus 1, x is greater than or equal to 17. Since parehas sila ng symbol, ang pipiliin ko ay yung mas mataas ang value, which is 17. Kaya ang sagot ko ay 17 to positive infinity with 17 included in the solution set. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Next. Eto naman tayo. Sir, ba't ganun? Parang ang haba dun sa presentation sa kabila. Pero ba dito ang dali? Ganun talaga. So, practice lang. So, dito, dalawang logarithms. Magkabilang side. So, ang gagawin ko, equate ko both sides to a greater than 0. So, etong part na to, eto yun. 2x minus 1 greater than 0. Ito negative 1, deliver sa kabila, naging positive. And divide both sides by 2, therefore, x is greater than 1/2. Next. Ito naman, 5x minus 16 greater than 0. Ito negative 16, dilipat ko sa kabila, magiging 5x greater than 16. Then, divide both sides by 5. So, x is greater than 16 over 5. Isa dyan yung pipiliin nating interval. Okay? So, para makuha natin first interval, check ba natin yung base. Ang base natin ay 12. So, kung 12 siya, mariretain yung inequality symbol. Then, I can proceed to solving the value of x for both a's. So, etong dalawang to, eto yon. Then, greater than, eto yon. So, ang gagawin ko lang dito, kukunin ko yung first interval by solving the value of x. So, etong 2x, nilipat ko sa kabila, is 16, nilipat ko sa kabila. So, pagdating dito, 16 minus 1 greater than or equal to 5x minus 2x. 5x minus 2x, 3x, 16 minus 1, 15. Divide both sides by 3, magiging 5 ang sagot. 5 is greater than or equal to x. Ano daw ang kailangan natin dito? Ang kailangan daw natin dito is yung iba yung symbol. Kaso, parehas silang ng symbol. Etong dalawa na to. So, ano pipiliin ko? Pipiliin ko yung mas malaki. Malamang, ito na pipiliin ko. 16 over 5. Bakit? Dahil ito ay 0.5 lang. Ito ay greater than 1. So, ito na pipiliin ko. Kaya, pagdating dito, ito na yung kanyang pag rinewrite ko siya, pag kinombine ko siya, ito na siya. 16 over 5 is greater than x and x is less than or equal to 5. So, meaning to say, pag rinewrite ko sa inequality, sa interval notation, ito na kalalabasan niya. 16 over 5 to positive 5 with 5 included in the solution set. Kuha ba? Okay, kuhang-kuha. Very good. And that concludes our session. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you learned something new today. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for notifications. Should you have any questions or clarifications, you can send me a message through Messenger or an email through my Gmail account. And again, this is Sir Glenn saying, remember, trust the process. Bye guys, see you soon.
If you live for something, you're not alone.